What is up, my aesthetic boys? It's Fresh, back with another video. If you're interested in telegraph technology, core questions, and the most attractive guy in Pakistan, well, you have come to the right place. Bible address, every Sunday at 6 p.m. This week's subject, God willing, evolution is a lie. Oh, there's a sign there. What does the sign say? If you have evidence to disprove evolution, then write it down, get it peer-reviewed, and collect your Nobel Prize. It took me 19 years to figure out news stands for notable events, weather, and sports. No. There are some common words that are acronyms like SCUBA, or self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, or radar for radio detection and ranging, but this tweet is what can actually be referred to as a backronym. Somehow, that's a thing. It's essentially an acronym made out of an otherwise non-acronymic word to usually create a false etymology or somehow otherwise relate to interpretive meaning. A famous backronym is SOS, often said to stand for Save Our Souls or similar derivatives, when in fact, SOS was chosen as a distress signal entirely for its distinguished Morse code pattern of 3 dots, 3 dashes, and 3 dots again. At LawsVen refused at TL Doubleshift's handshake following their heated #NALCS matchup. League of Legends. TSM Sven refuses double lift handshake. Nope, he shook my hand. Alright kids, say it with me. If you're gonna lie about someone, don't at them. John Carpenter would have been 70 years old today. We celebrate his birthday by looking back at his 5 favorite films. To Rotten Tomatoes, despite how it appears, I'm not actually dead. Well, they might have been catastrophically wrong, but at least they didn't actually at him. Hey hun, thanks for responding. I got your name from the friend search here on PSN because I was bored and looking for new people to talk to. How old are you? What's the virus? Virus? No, lol. This is Xbox, not PlayStation. I recently got out of a relationship and I was hitting up random guys here, lol. So, you single? What I am is 14, which means he probably does not have control digitally of his own money. Next. Don't recall asking for this sandwich extra crispy at McDonald's. Ooh, that does not look appealing. Well, every sandwich comes out the same because the machine's on a timer. You used a lighter to do this. We're not done here though. Y'all ready for some meta r/QuitYourBS? Cause we got some meta r/QuitYourBS out here. If you go into the comments of this post, pretty much everyone's correcting the poster on the plausibility of the situation. One guy says, I have literally gotten sausage muffins that were burnt like this. Not quite this bad, but the exact same burn pattern. Other people who have worked at McDonald's say if a bun doesn't work properly, which is fairly common, or they get stuck in the toaster, then sometimes this happens. My question is, why is that cheese still bright orange? I'll help 25 people to earn $2,600 in 48 hours, but you will pay me 15% of your profit when you receive it. Ask me, how? Why is that in quotes? That's a little intimidating. Hey, you've literally only had a Facebook account for 20 minutes. Yeah, that might seem like a red flag, but at $2,600 every 48 hours, that means you could have made over $18 in the time that it took that Facebook account to be active. Or at least $15.30 after you give the 20-minute-old Facebook account his fair share of 15%. People managing to live where they grew up is really bizarre to me. Hi, Croatian here. As an inland country, I found a job processing uranium. We have a lot of it. God, I wish I was processing uranium in Croatia. I think about this post every day. Hey, another Croatian here. Croatia has a coastline, and I can't find a single mention of uranium in Croatia. I don't know what kind of parallel universe this person's from. One Croatian speaks only the truth. The other Croatian speaks only lies. You must ask them one question to determine which is which. And apparently it can't be about geography or uranium. Yeah, hi, third Croatian piping in here. We have no nuclear processing plants. 0. Zip. None. Croatian word for no even. If we have uranium at all, it's in the Research Institute. Also, to make it even worse, we have the second worst case of brain drain. meaning anyone who can is getting the hell out of here and finding a job somewhere else in Europe. Also, I'm pretty sure the accurate name for a person from Croatia is Croat, which I'm sure the first guy would know were he actually from Croatia. America? Africa. I'm just gonna put this here and walk away. Well, you can come back and pick it right up. How can you try to define 54 nations with just one photo? This is how ridiculous you look. Here's a picture that takes place in America, and here's one of Kenya. Do you see how unfair that is? How many retweets for y'all to start doing a 4-for-4 deal, Chick-fil-A? Oh, sorry, but we're not currently offering that. We need this retweet. Well, this wasn't us, but we're impressed with these Photoshop skills. Yeah, them and apparently like 500,000 other people who retweeted it. I tried taking a picture of a plane, but ended up with a bird. Oh, well, that's a nifty photo. But how did an Iranian cargo company end up with this as their Facebook cover picture? Not only is this a weird quit your BS that's obviously provable as being fake, but with that caption that they gave it, it's also r/oops didn't mean to. Come on. Today, this girl asked me to take a picture of her. Convo was flowing and I feel like we hit it off, but I was too shy to get her number. I regret it. Help me find her. Twitter, do your thing. It's kind of a weird picture in a bathroom that the girl had you take. Yeah, this picture is of me from 4 years ago, sir, and my best friend took this. I think @James Holtzauer lost Jeopardy on purpose today. His daughter wanted him to come home, and the thank you card she made Alex Trebek sends us the biggest lesson of all. Money isn't everything. Well, sure, I could stick around and play a game that pays me $150,000 per hour, but I'd really rather get toys thrown at my crotch for free. It's also a lot easier to try to make a moral judgment on the phrase money isn't everything when the guy already won like $2 million. Study discovers children raised without religion are kinder and more empathetic. Except, of course, the fact that it found no relation between religion and generosity. Nice going, way to read the article, OP. On the other hand, as someone points out in the comments, how confusing would that headline be if you were German? You know, there are a lot of posts in this particular subreddit that are from Quora, so I figured instead of, scattering them through the video, we'd condense them. Enjoy a special Quit Your BS Quora edition. My 13-year-old daughter wants me to buy her a brand new MacBook Pro for high school next year. She said it's required, but I can't afford one. What should I do? Ah, Kevin, you're still posting questions, but not answering any, I notice. Folks, to save your time, meet Kevin Mock. He has the following: a 16-year-old daughter, 13-year-old son, a 3-year-old with an iPad, 3 kids aged 4, 6, and 9, a 30-year-old son, 16-year-old son, I wonder if they're twins. He has a girlfriend and a wife of 10 years. Fortunately, Kevin's account has now been banned. For any of you wondering why he may be asking questions and not answering, it's because, well, Quora doesn't pay you to answer questions, only to ask. A 16-year-old girl has a crush on me. I'm 22 and I also like her. How should I ask her to be in a relationship? You seem to have a pretty interesting love life, Assad. Not only does it seem like you've popped a boner for the 16-year-old girl who apparently feels the same way you do, you're also currently engaged to a woman who, as far as I know, is over the age of 18, in multiple simultaneous relationships with other women, and currently cheating on all of them with an ex who's recently been married. Either you're the most attractive man in Pakistan who's ever lived, and also a serial cheater, or you need to quit your BS. You know what, Assad? I'll give you a serious answer. It's your lucky day. Let's dive into the numbers. 22 divided by 2 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. 18 is greater than 16. The way that you ask her out is by not asking her out. Next. Why is my IQ 45? If you were a genius, you wouldn't ask such a question. If your IQ were 45, you would be too dumb to even ask the question. Answer, your IQ is not 45. Now, while I'd love to say that we need to come together to stop Quora, all this nonsense going on, it's great fodder for the subreddit. Cora, keep up the good work, buddy old pal. Thank you to everyone who watched this video. Be sure to subscribe for more daily Reddit content. Drop a like if you liked the video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Assad, if you're out there, just know that if you're telling the truth and you are the most attractive guy in all of Pakistan, nice.